Game number 5 of the World Series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Kansas City Royals. Someone will take a 3-2 series lead as we head back to Busch Stadium for games 6 and potentially 7, of course, in St. Louis, Missouri. So an absolutely huge game here tonight in Kansas City, Missouri at Kauffman Stadium. And folks, if you haven't yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more Royals franchise mode here on the channel as we get game number 5 ready here between the Royals and the St. Louis Cardinals. If you missed any of the first 4 games of the series, we'll check them out in the description down below. Game 1 was won by the Cardinals 2-1. Game 2, Kansas City 4-1. Game 3, Kansas City 4-2. Game 4, 1-0 by the Cardinals. But for the Royals, they have German Marquez on the bump tonight, and Marquez has been the best pitcher in all of baseball in the postseason. We will look at his stats very shortly, but these are going to amaze you. German Marquez has been that guy for the Royals all postseason long. He's got an ERA of about 1 as here we go. He will make the start here tonight. 2-1 record, 4 starts, 5 appearances, 1.04 is the ERA over 26 innings. German Marquez will see Tommy Edman first, and Edman gonna strike out right away on the knuckle curve. If the Royals wanted any guy in the mound for game number 5, it's probably German Marquez. That is how good he has been so far. 2 outs already with the ground out. Pete Alonso swing and a miss on the knuckle curve. Last game in the first inning, he scored the only run in the game with the home run. However, Alonso's going to beat it out on the drop third strike, so Nolan Arenado steps up on the 2-2. And we were just delaying the inevitable with Alonso getting on first as Arenado strikes out. Michael Wacha makes his first start of the playoffs. 13-7 record at 3.41 the ERA in the regular season. Of course, similar to what Shane Baz's situation was with Kansas City, Michael Wacha has not been needed so far for St. Louis with a 4-man rotation. He gets the start in game 5. Here's the Royals lineup. It goes Carlson, Pasquantino, Perez, Peterson, Santander, Garcia, Melendez, Downs, and Garcia in the 9. Vinny Pasquantino comes up on the 3-2 pitch. Vinny gonna hit that ball into left field. There goes Andrew Benintendi. 2 outs for Salvador Perez in the 1-2 pitch. Salvi strikes out. Wacha goes 1-2-3 as we go into the top of the second. Wilson Contreras up first. Marquez might start to stack up the strikeouts. He gets Contreras. Benintendi, though, not going to fall victim to the knuckle curve. He'll be on first base for Isaiah Kiner Falefa, but Falefa strikes out on the sinker in. 2 gone for Brandon Marsh in the 1-2 pitch. Marsh in the air in the left field, and that ball should drop. It is the first hit of tonight's game. First and second, 2 outs for the Cardinals. For Lars Nootbaar on the 1-2 pitch. Got him looking. Down goes Nootbaar on the fastball up. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Jock Peterson hits one right back up the middle, but of course straight into the shift. There will be the shortstop in Tommy Edman. 1 gone for Anthony Santander. Breaking curveball. Oh my goodness. Santander rips one to first, but Alonso's there. 2 outs for Luis Garcia, and Garcia strikes out on a curveball. We go into the top of the third just like that. 0-0. Tommy Edman going to sky a pop-up in the infield. There is Luis Garcia. Under it, first out of the top of the third. Now up Brendan Donovan on the 1-2 offering. Donovan, yeah, not Marquez's best pitch, not his best spot. He leaves a curveball for Donovan, and he'll rip it up the middle. 1 out, runner on for Polar Bear. Pete Alonso just under the fastball. Does not get all of it. Pete Alonso is going to fly out into left field to MJ Melendez. 2 outs for the 4 spot. Nolan Arenado on the 1-2 pitch. Arenado's struggles in October continue. To the bottom of the third. If Michael Garcia can make the play, he can. To the bottom of the third. Up first for the Royals, MJ Melendez on the 1-1 pitch. Melendez on the ground to third to Arenado. The Royals again still without a base runner, which has been a theme. We got to get guys on. We got to get hits. Jeter Downs is going to hit a curveball into center field. There will be Brandon Marsh. Marsh is under it. 2 gone for the 9 spot, and Michael Garcia. 1-2 pitch for him. Garcia gets popped out, and the Royals go down in order for their first 9 to the top of the 4th. Wilson Contreras up first for the Cardinals. Contreras strikes out looking on a sinker in. 1 out for Andrew Benintendi on the 1-2 pitch. Benintendi in the center. There's the former Cardinal himself in Dylan Carlson. 2 outs for now Isaiah Kiner Falefa on the 1-2 pitch. The DH, and Falefa hits that ball in the left field and straight to MJ Melendez. So both pitchers doing their thing early in Marquez and Wacha, as Wacha's now going to strike out Dylan Carlson on that fastball up. 1 out for Vinny Pasquantino. Pasquantino, though, is going to be on first base. He will walk. Salvador Perez comes up. Back-to-back walks now for the Royals. First and second, 1 out for Jock Peterson. Peterson to right center field. That ball gets down. Slow speed, of course, coming from Perez and Pasquantino as they've both gone on with walks, and it will be 2-0 for the Royals thanks to Jock Peterson's huge double. And oh, Michael Wacha, this could be a tough break both literally and figuratively Waka's probably just broke his arm with that pitch, I guess. I don't know how you can, whatever, probably a tendon or something. I don't know. Jake Woodford now pitching for the Cardinals, man on second with 1 out for Anthony Santander, and he does it again. Santander, the likely favorite to win World Series MVP if the Royals can win the World Series, 3-0 with an RBI double. Luis Garcia comes up and grounds immediately into a double play if the Cardinals can turn it, which they will. To the top of the 5th, we now head. Our score 3-0 now for the Royals, and with the guy like Marquez on the bump, and he is pumping right now, it's looking good for Kansas City, even though Brandon Marsh is going to beat out that infield single. He'll be on first base for Lars Nootbaar on the 2-2 pitch. Nootbaar swinging a miss on the fastball up and in. It will be Nootbaar's second strikeout of the game. Tommy Edman now striking out a knuckle curve. Marquez has got 9 Ks. Looking for number 10 against Brandon Donovan. Donovan walks. First and second, 2 outs. Tying run to the plate, it's Pete Alonso. He'll strike out on the knuckle curve. Marquez has got his 10 strikeouts as we go to the bottom of the 5th. MJ Melendez up first for the Royals. He's going to sky one deep left field. That ball's got carry and it gets down. MJ Melendez could have had a triple if it didn't get over the fence, but still, Melendez will be on with a ground rule double. Jeter Downs now is going to strike out, so that does us no good. Melendez stays on second base with 1 out for Michael Garcia. 2-2 pitch. Garcia strikes out in the slider. I mean, are we not going to be able to move Melendez over at all? Carlson on the 1-1. He gets under a fastball. Ball should be caught in right field by Lars Nootbaar. To the top of the 6th inning. Up now pitching for the Royals will be Dylan Coleman. ERA of 0 so far in the postseason over 8 innings, 14 strikeouts. Nolan Arenado first in the 1-2 pitch. Arenado's going to fly one into right field, but there's Anthony Santander. 1 out now for the 5 spot in the former Wilson Contreras. 1-1 offering. Contreras in the left, right to MJ Melendez. Melendez has got it. And again, the Cardinals are struggling massively. I mean, since the first inning of last game, they've done nothing productively at the plate. Given we didn't do anything the entire game last game, but as real quick, what is Vinny Pasquantino doing? Oh my goodness, he's gonna get on. Okay, Pasquantino, like Pete Alonso did earlier, is going to get on with a drop third strike, but I know we didn't do anything offensively last game, sure, but the Cardinals haven't done anything offensively since that first inning, and really it was just Pete Alonso. So we will be heading now to the top of the 7th as Anthony Santander flies out. We are going to the top of the 7th, up by 3 against the Cardinals team who cannot hit the baseball, and they'll now see the hard-throwing lefty in Aroldis Chapman. 3.18 is the ERA for him, over 5 2/3 so far this playoffs, and he's going to get Kiner Falefa to pop out to second. So the former Yankees teammates collide right there. Chapman wins. Here comes Brandon Marsh, swinging a miss on a slider. Chapman sets down Marsh for the first time in tonight's game. Marsh was 2 for 2. He's now 2 for 3, and Lars Nootbaar is going to finally put the ball in play, but this time he'll pop out. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. 3-0 still the score for the Royals as Genesis Cabrera will come out to pitch for St. Louis. 1.35 ERA for him. Again, the lefty is always solid in Cabrera. He's going to get Luis Garcia to ground one to Nolan Arenado. Arenado nonchalantly makes the play to first base. 1 out for MJ Melendez. 3-2 pitch. Melendez will walk. So we'll have a guy on for Jeter Downs. Downs really hasn't been all that great since that one game in St. Louis, and he's going to strike out again. Do we bring back Alec Boehm? I don't know. Maybe. Because Michael Garcia hasn't been good either, though, so that'd be getting rid of Garcia or Downs. I don't know. We go to the top of the 8th. Scott Barlow pitching now for the Royals. This will only be his 4th game of the playoffs, but here comes our true setup man as Barlow is going to get Tommy Edman to fly on the right. And the reason you don't see Barlow as much as a guy like Andrew Chafin is because matchups-wise. Normally, I would have Chafin against going against a bunch of lefties, but in this matchup, I'm okay with Barlow going the 8th as for this man right here, it's kind of the reason he was in the game instead of Chafin, and unfortunately, Alonso's going to get a hit into right. So here comes Barlow, got to come back against Nolan Arenado after a pass ball. That's why Alonso is on second base, but it's okay. Barlow picks himself up. We will go now to the bottom of the 8th inning. Dylan Carlson up first. Carlson going to dribble one back to the mound. That will be the first out of the inning. Now to the dish, it will be the 2 spot. Vinny Pasquantino on the 3-2 offering. Pasquantino walks, bringing up Salvador Perez, who has kind of been ice cold since his early postseason run this year, and he's going to ground straight into a double play. 19 speed, not going to beat it out. We go to the top of the 9th. Pitching for the Royals, it will be Blake Trinan. ERA is nothing so far. 8 innings, 7 save opportunities, 7 saves. Here comes Contreras up first. Got him swinging. I mean, Blake Trinan looks untouchable right now. Benintendi got him as well. Dotting up the upper end corner. Last hope, Kiner Falefa. He got him as well. The Cardinals don't even put a ball in play against Blake Trinan, and the Kansas City Royals win Game 5 here at home. They'll win it by a score of 3-0. German Marquez does what he's done the entire postseason, and that is dominate. And for the Kansas City Royals, they are one game away. They'll have to do it in St. Louis, but they are one game away from winning the Fall Classic and becoming world champions. The Royals are victorious in Game 5. Again, another low-scoring affair. A game, again, with not much offensive production, but still was enough for the Royals to pick up the victory. 3 hits, that's all they needed, as the Royals will waltz back into St. Louis, one game away and one win away from becoming, again, world champions. So folks, thank you all for watching episode number 63 of the Kansas City Royals franchise mode here on MLB The Show 23. If you haven't yet though, make sure that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure you leave a like if you are enjoying the series so far. Give us a hand for watching. Make sure to join us for game number 6 tomorrow night. Same time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. If you're good folks, thank you for watching, and Mamba forever.